And it does appear as though this suspect acted alone. That's everything that we're hearing right now.
Now, ISIS did take responsibility for the attack earlier, but they just were not able to provide any evidence. In fact, the FBI came out and said, no, they believe this man acted alone. He was a lone wolf. And former FBI agent and security expert Michael Tadman is back now here to talk a little bit more about that. You know, everything we've learned about the suspect, he was living in like a retirement community, finance background. The only thing that does kind of stand out, I think, is that this man's father had a criminal history. Right. He was on the America's Most Wanted list many, many years ago. But this shooter, he didn't stand out per se.
No, he didn't, as most of the shooters have not stood out. That's why they've not been on the radar. And I don't think we should make too much of his father having been a bank robber. It might be coincidence. I'm no physician, but if there was some sort of genetic predisposition to criminality or violence, it would have appeared probably long before he got into his mid-60s.
Right.
We just don't see it that way. So that just might be a coincidence. That's the reason why they're lone wolves, and that's why they go undetected, because there is nothing extraordinary about them. They kind of fit in, lead their lives, and then until that one time the event comes, and they're all scratching their heads saying, how did this happen?
Yeah, and as you mentioned before, I mean, this is the time that we take a step back, and is there anything in this guy's past that would say, okay, there was a red flag, or maybe that's something that he did. But again, with these lone wolf shootings, it makes each and every case so difficult to investigate.
It is, and these red flags aren't glaring things they can look at, but in retrospect, we see them. And I think we'll see it with this individual also. We'll start peeling back his life. He had this relationship, I don't know if it's a girlfriend or a wife, out of the country. That might hold a lot of clues. That might be one of the catalysts for why I did that, if it's a failed relationship, or the relationship may have failed because of changes in his behavior that she was noting. Possibly that, possibly other things. Maybe his finances were not going well for other reasons. We're going to find something, and that's going to be a little bit of that aha moment. Here's when maybe it starts to unravel for him.
Yeah, and I think too, you almost want an aha moment. You can't explain why this happened, but you certainly want to try to.
Right, just like we can never explain why Adam Lanza walked into that particular school and shot that. We never did explain that.
Right, right. Michael Tadman, we thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.